Hey there, Pokemon fans, Readers here with an update basically. So I just clicked on my Pokemon TCG Online client and it started updating. So I thought about making a video showing you the updates because I read those updates and I was very excited about them. First of all, this update is September 3rd, 2015, and by the time that I'm recording this video, it is indeed September 3rd. This video will probably be uploaded on YouTube at September 4th. But anyways, so highlights. Annual play, Pokemon format rotation, so it finally rotated. I didn't have a clue when it was going to rotate, so my question is answered. And new versions of the basic green, basic red and basic blue theme decks, so I'm very excited to review those three theme decks, but we're going to talk about that later. So, general changes. The annual play Pokemon format rotation has been implemented. That means that standard format now is decks may only contain cards from X and Y Kalos Starter Set expansion and onward. That means no black and white sets, zero black and white cards. We have only the Black Star promos from X and Y number 1 and higher, all the X and Y Black Star promos, and cards from older expansions that have been reprinted. For example, a good example is Level Ball, which just reprinted in the Ancient Origin set. An awesome card, by the way. So the expanded format has no change, the unlimited format has no change. All players now receive the X and Y basic green, X and Y basic red and X and Y basic blue theme decks upon logging into the game and for the first time. So the black and white basic green, the black and white basic red and black and white basic blue theme decks are no longer available to new players. The old players probably will keep the decks, but the new players won't. But the new players and the old players, of course, will receive the X and Y basic red, blue, and green decks instead of the black and white basic decks. So I'm very excited to see the changes. Which cards are going to change? I guess that the overall strategy of the decks will probably remain the same. But that's very that's I don't know. I think that this is good. That it refreshed. I don't know. They refreshed the basic decks, and yeah, we're gonna see. There is a huge chance one of those to be very powerful and be a good theme deck for tournaments. Who knows? The black and white basic green was very good for tournaments, by the way. Anyways, so Trainer Challenge. AR opponents in the Trainer Challenge have built new decks featuring cards from the X and Y set series. So that's cool. Gameplay. Friend requests can now be sent from the match result window. That's very, very good. I like that. And Shiftry is banned from the expanded format. Shiftry from the Next Destinies set. Collection. Added attribute filters for Pokemon Prime, Secret Rare and Shiny. That's very nice. More filters. I like filters. Bug fixes. Resolved an issue that occasionally prevented progression through the tutorial. Never had such an issue, but it's good that it is solved anyways. Resolved an issue that occasionally caused invalid trade offers to be created after obtaining booster packs from the shop. Had no clue about this bug, but I'm glad that it is fixed. The effect of the Omega Barrage Ancient Trade now ends properly if the attacking Pokemon is knocked out after its first attack. I never had experienced a non-proper, trigger of this ability. Effects that allow a Pokemon to evolve on the turn it comes into play are no longer disabled when that Pokemon is moved from the active spot to the bench. Again, never had such a problem. Resolved an issue that occasionally prevented the discard pile from being viewed. I had this problem many times and I'm very glad that it is solved. Wow, that was a huge problem and I'm very glad that it is solved now. Devolution Spray, Black and White, Dragon Exalted, This card no longer prevents effects. Where is it? That allow a Pokemon to evolve on the turn it comes into play. Escape Rope, Primal Class, an opponent's active Pokemon with the Omega Barrier Ancient trait now correctly negates the effect of Escape Rope on itself rather than preventing the card from being played at all. Oh, it prevented the card. That was a huge... There's a huge difference there. Because it's okay to prevent the ability for itself, but preventing the whole card from being played means that you cannot even switch your own Pokemon. So that's very important. It's good that they fixed it. Gardevoir from the Ancient Origins. The Bright Heal ability can no longer be used without effect. What that means, if I remember correctly, it says that every single turn you may restore 20 HP from all of your Pokemon, or whenever you put an energy. Cannot remember. Just give me 1 sec, very quickly. Okay, so it says that you may heal 20 HP from each of your Pokemon once per turn before attacking. So the change is probably that if you have no damaged Pokemon, you cannot use the ability, and that's cool. That's cool. Hypno from the Furious Fist set. Improved game logic for supporter cards played as an effect of the hand control attack. I cannot remember the Hypno, so give me 1 sec. Hypno, I'm gonna search Hypno Furious Fists. Let's see what this Hypno does, because unfortunately I cannot remember. So, hand control, that's the ability, and it says your opponent reveals his or her hand. You may choose a supporter card you find there. If you do, your opponent plays that supporter card. However, you make all decisions for that card. And the change is improved game logic for supporter cards played as an effect of the hand control attack. So I guess that they just changed something. I cannot clearly understand. Calcium from the Black and White. Improved game logic again for instances in which a special energy card with a type restriction is attached to Calcium. Kecleon, actually. And then Kecleon's type changes when the opponent's active Pokemon is switched. Anyways, Latios from the Roaring Skies set. Latios EX. The Light Pulse attack no longer prevents effect done to Latios EX during the opponent's next turn that are not caused by the opponent's attack. So that means Latios, let me quickly check, Latios EX from Roaring Skies. So the ability oh no, that's not the one. Wait a second. Latios EX. Latios EX Roaring Skies. There you go. So it says if your opponent... Oh no, that's not... Prevent all effects... Light Pulse. Prevent all effects of your opponent's attacks except damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. And the change is... No longer prevents effects done to Latios during your opponent's next turn that are not caused by opponent's attacks. Oh, so it probably was a... there was a bug there that prevented something like Hypnotoxic Laser, maybe... Yeah, something like that, I guess, maybe. Machamp X and Y from... Machamp EX from the Ancient Origin set. So let's check that before Yeah, let's just find the Machamp first and read the Machamp. The Crazy Hammer, there's the chains. The Crazy Hammer says, if this Pokemon is affected by a special condition, this attack does 80 more damage. Then remove all special conditions from this Pokemon. Wow, that's an awesome ability, by the way. And the Crazy Hammer attack now consistently does the correct amount of damage when Machamp is not affected by a special condition. So I guess another bug there. Malamar, the Black Star White Black Star promo X and Y 58, excuse me, I'm quite tired right now. Malamar promo, let's see if we can find that. There you go, I found it. X and Y 58. What did they change? The contrary ability no longer affects coins flipped between turns, and it says this Pokemon, when this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, whenever your opponent flips a coin during his or her turn, treat it as tails. So between turns, oh, I see, that's cool. Between turns, it's not your turn or his or her turn. That's cool. Wow. Milotic, the X and Y Flash Fire. The Energy Grace ability now functions properly. It didn't, I guess. Porygon Z, the X and Y Ancient Origins 67 out of 98. That's the ancient rate. I have the card right here, and it says that digital reboot attack no longer ends immediately after devolving a Pokemon with a Pokemon tool attached. And digital reboot says devolve as many of your bench Pokemon as many times as you like. Put each evolution card removed this way into your hand. And what happened with the tool? The digital attack no longer ends immediately after devolving a Pokemon. By the way, this is an attack. It's not an ability. After devolving a Pokemon with a tool attached. So it probably ended there. It was a bug, I guess. Saming EX from the Roaring Sky said, let me quickly check that. Saming EX, that is 77. There you go, found it. Okay, wow, that's the awesome card with the setup ability. And what did they change? Playing Saming EX onto the bench can no longer be undone if the setup ability has been blocked by another effect. So it could be undone. The setup ability says that when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. So it probably could be undone. Anyways, and Wally, this awesome card, this card can now be used to evolve a Pokemon with an effect that allows it to evolve on the turn it comes into play. This card can now be used to evolve a Pokemon with an effect that allows to... Oh! Wow! I'm not sure that I completely understand the difference, but I guess that it... This card can now be used to evolve a Pokemon with an effect that allows it to evolve on the turn it comes into play. So I guess that if you have a Pokemon, a basic Pokemon, and you evolve to the first stage, and the first stage Pokemon has the ability that it can be evolved the same turn that it is evolved, I guess that you can immediately evolve to the second stage, if I understood correctly what this text says. So that's my guess, that you can evolve from basic to stage 1 with Wally, and from stage 1 to stage 2 if the stage 1 Pokemon has the ability to be able to evolve the same turn that it was placed into play. That's my guess. Because if the basic Pokemon has the ability to evolve the same turn that it evolved, and you evolve naturally to the first stage, then you can Wally for the second stage. I think that you could without the correction. But anyways, so that was the changes. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that it wasn't tiring for you. I don't know. Tell me in the comments below if you liked it or not. If you want me to let you know about the updates, you can see the updates by yourself. But I want to discuss the changes with you, so that's why I thought about creating this video, so I can get your feedback from the comments. And I will most probably, actually, definitely review the basic X and Y decks, the green, blue and red. And I will do that because I want to buy some time until I build new competitive standard decks for my future deck reviews. But until then, I'm going to review the X and Y basic blue, green and red decks. I'm very excited. I will hit play now to see the new decks. So thank you so very much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to thumbs it up and tell me in the comments below your opinion about all the changes, or which changes interest you more. And I really hope that I will see you in the next one. Until then, take good care of yourself, be safe, don't forget to subscribe, and check the description of this video for awesome links. Bye my friends, take care, see ya.